Okay, hi. For anyone that doesn't know me, my name's Gemma. I'm quite a simple person, I guess. I'm usually quite happy, energetic. I love all my friends and family. Feel like really grateful for, life and stuff. Um, and I, some reason, decided to set myself a challenge for the next month. Um, Reason I'm doing this challenge, I guess it all started probably lockdown actually, has made me think about doing this challenge. Um, so let me tell you what my idea is. For the next month, I'm going to try and not look at my own reflection. So like mirrors, well, anywhere that you obviously reflections, so doors, shop windows. Um, I've already taken down the mirrors in my place and or covered up mirrors, so I shouldn't be able to see myself. I do work in a gym, so that's going to maybe be a little bit difficult. Um, but I'm going to just try as hard as I can. Uh, when I was younger, I used to have a lot of insecurities about my body, and as I've grown, I've been able to work through them, and I'm a hell of a lot more confident now. But I wanted to challenge myself. I've been doing a lot of research into psychology, and I guess spending a lot of time with working on myself and chatting to different people about kind of their insecurities, and it got me thinking about my own. And there's a film called Divergent that the girl on there, she's not allowed to look at her own reflection, and I guess it kind of got me thinking, especially when I was younger. I always would be worried about my hair, and I still do, to be honest. When I go out, obviously, especially, you want to try and make sure everything's looking perfect and nice. So I thought it'd be a good idea to try challenge myself not to look at my own reflection. So I guess I'm doing this video, one to kind of record what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try and do like a video every day to, I guess, see also if there's any changes to my mental state. I've never probably, or not very often, like gone without not seeing my own reflection. Maybe when I've been, doing some traveling, a bit of camping and stuff, but I wouldn't say for, yeah, a whole month not see my reflection. So see how it affects me psychologically, and also, well, I think it'd just be interesting to record my findings and my feelings and everything as well. Especially, the world the way it is, I find that a lot of us, maybe do spend too much time worrying about what others think about us and how how we should be looking, I guess. So yeah, for the next 31 days, if you see me and I look like I've been, dragged through a bush backwards, you'll know the reason why. It's because I don't know what I look like. Or if I've got like toothpaste or something on my face, please let me know, because I'm not going to be able to see it. So this is day zero. I'm starting tomorrow morning, and I'm going out tomorrow evening. I need to dress up, so that's going to be my first challenge. And also working in the gym, I've got mirrors everywhere in the gym, so that's going to be a challenge too. But let's let's see how everything goes. And I'm just gonna try my best for the next 31 days, and I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks. Hi Facebook Live. So I thought I'd do a little recording on how my day's been. So this is day 1 of not looking at my reflection challenge. At the moment there's just a board there because I wanted to make sure that I can set the video up first. So now that it's set up, I'm going to go and sit down and tell you about my day. Okay, hopefully the camera's in view okay and you can see me. So yeah, day 1. I woke up this morning and it was a little bit strange because I usually get up and have a look at myself in the mirror. I don't know why. Why do we do it when we look pants, usually when we wake up? But I do that, look at myself, and then I'll go get myself ready. So this morning I kind of woke up, went over to my mirror and was like, my mirror's not there. So after that, just started getting ready. My hair was different to not do with a mirror. So I just had to have confidence and put my hair up and yeah, it being okay. Then I had to get ready at work today, so I headed up towards the gym. And usually when I head up to the gym, there's a shop window, and ever since I can remember, for quite a while now, I've been working at my gym for a couple of years, I've found myself looking at my reflection. And so today I didn't do that, so I had to make sure that I was focusing on the road, which I should be doing anyway because I was on my bike. So when I got up to work, I just had to make myself aware all day that not to catch my reflection. I've done pretty well, I think. I only caught myself twice, considering I work in a gym where there's mirrors everywhere. Yeah, I think I've done pretty well. And when I did catch myself, I straight away turned away, so I didn't even have enough time to had enough time to notice it was me, but not enough time to actually look at my features or anything. So the gym is going to be an awkward one, and it made me realise how many reflective things there are around in just life in general. My button to flush the toilet, I know it's only tiny, but I was like, oh no. So yeah, I'm just going to have to be super aware of that. And then when I came home, I've just showered and getting ready, so I'm heading out, and it's been a little bit strange. I kept thinking that I've just hidden my mirrors, forgetting that like I can't look in any other reflections. So like I went to looking at, I've got a picture and I was about to go and check my reflection, and I was like, no, that's the whole point, I'm not supposed to be checking. So I don't know how I'm looking, but that's obviously not, that's the whole point of it. So yeah, I'm ready to go. It's taken me so quick to get ready. I did try doing a bit of eyeliner. I do like to wear a bit of eyeliner. I don't know how that's gone. And I thought I'd try a little bit of mascara. I've made effort to dress up. That seemed to be okay. And a little bit of, I think a little bit of lipstick, if that's still on. So today, day 1, it's just been strange, especially getting ready and not having mirrors around. But it's been okay. And so yeah, hopefully next few days updates will just be a lot shorter, sharper, and yeah, that's wrap up for today. and I will update you tomorrow, just so that you can, if you're interested, see how it's going, and also for my own personal records as well. So yeah, take care. Hi Facebook people. So this is day 2 at not looking at my reflection challenge. So I'm just gonna give it a few seconds and then I'm gonna head round. Hello. So I'm doing this recording so that I've got record of it and just think it'd be interesting. So day 2 of not looking at my reflection. So this morning I woke up and I didn't realise that every morning when I wake up I look in the mirror. I look in the mirror and obviously look in the mirror and see, oh, I look crap from sleeping, because, you know, my hair's everywhere and I've been sleeping, so I look rough. But every morning I obviously do it, because I woke up this morning and actually stayed at my mum's house last night. And I woke up and I said to myself, oh, I need to check in the mirror. And then I'm like, no, I'm not doing that at the moment. And it was really, really strange, because I've then thought, oh, that's what I do every morning. I go and look in my mirror. And I look in my mirror and I obviously look in the mirror and look and think, yeah, great, that looks like someone that's been sleeping. You know, I don't know if I'm anyone. Why do we do that? Yeah, let's look at ourselves when we've been bloody, you know, sleeping all night, and it doesn't make any sense. So anyway, after I realised I couldn't do that, got up and realised that my mum's house, she actually loves mirrors, because, well, obviously they give the impression of having more space, and she's got like a lot of like reflective things in her house, so that was quite hard. At one point I went into see her in her bedroom. We both flipped out because she's got like the pretty mirrored furniture and stuff, and I was like, oh no, too much. Then when I felt like, until I got back to my flat, where I've taken down pretty much all the mirrors, there's not many reflective surfaces in here, I felt like outside is quite hard. I've realised how hard, like last night, I went to my cousin's house, and just walking past cars, obviously, you know, you've got the reflective from the windows, and obviously other people's houses, they'll still have their mirrors and stuff up. So out in the real world, it's quite hard to not see yourself. There's a lot of reflective surfaces, and actually I was having a conversation with my mum saying that obviously down to a lot of the materials that are used these days, there is a lot of reflective surfaces. So it's quite hard until I come back to my flat where there's not a lot of them, and I kind of feel like, oh, I can relax because I don't have to worry about catching my reflection everywhere. So day 1 seemed to go quite long because I had to be really conscious of not seeing my reflection. Usually you don't have to worry about that, but when you are worried about not seeing yourself, it's really hard. So day 2, once I got back to my flat, I've been fine, and I've been out today at my bike, and I did realise when I was cycling on my bike that sometimes I don't even realise that I do it, that I look in car windows to see my reflection just as I'm kind of cycling and looking around, and it's making me realise how how much I must do it, you know, unconsciously look at my reflection because now that I'm not trying to look at my reflection, I'm noticing that it's difficult. So yeah, the rest of the day it's not been too bad. I came back here into my flat. The weather's not been that great, so the rest of the evening's not been too bad. But it's definitely made me think a lot about like my own insecurities. So yeah, it's been really interesting to have a think about how it's going to go. I ended up catching myself, I think it was twice yesterday, by accident. Obviously working in a gym, it's quite hard with all the mirrors. But yeah, I'm just going to have to be careful apart from that. And I've realised if I'm with someone that wants to do like a selfie, that obviously can't happen because my cousin kind of stood it like in front of me to get us both in a photo, and I realised, oh no, because I'm going to see myself in the camera. So yeah, I can't do that. And what was the other place? Something else. Oh, my mum tried to phone me on video chat, and then I freaked out because I can't answer it because I'd see my reflection. So yeah, day 2 seemed to be okay, just having time to kind of think about stuff. It's very interesting. Yeah, so I'll update again tomorrow how day 3 goes. So 2 days in, and I'm already a lot more aware of my surroundings. It's very interesting. So I'm going to hopefully keep going, and yeah, I'll update tomorrow. Thanks. Hi Facebook. This is day 3 of not looking at my reflection challenge. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. Hello. Okay, so day 3. Woke up this morning, and first time that I woke up without thinking that I needed to look in the mirror, which hopefully is a good start. When I was kind of wandering about doing bits this morning, so I didn't have to work today, but I found that when I was walking from my bedroom to the front room, usually I have a mirror up in the hallway, and I didn't seem to look at that or want to kind of look that way as much, so hopefully that was a bit of progress. I've been out quite a bit today, that's why I'm doing this so late, and yeah, it wasn't too bad actually today. Again, still quite a few reflective surfaces that I had to be aware of. It's quite exhausting to be conscious of not looking at your reflection, because there's so many surfaces that are reflective, like having to be switched on all the time. So from even when my mum picked me up and dropped me off, and to get from the car park up to my flat, I had to make sure that I got out the car, keep my eyes down so that I can't see my reflection in any car windows, and then when I approach my flats, to make sure I find my key and to put it in the door without looking at the windows and the door to see my reflection. So all little things like that, just when I'm out, always being conscious of that then there's going to be probably lots of surfaces that I can see myself in, so making sure that I'm not looking is actually quite tiring work, to always be switched on consciously all the time. A lot of things I find that we do you do it just automatically and without thinking, so having to be switched on all the time has been quite tiring. But it's also been good. It's been giving me a chance to like think about things. So I guess something I was thinking about and chatting to my mum yesterday about was how I think we've lost the functionality of things when it comes to like our body. So these days it seems to be the physical appearance is more important than actually what the functionality is. So yesterday I think I worked out that I've got an insecurity with my hair because it seems to be that I want to look in a mirror. The only thing I really want to look in the mirror for is to see how my hair is. I don't know if you can see my hair at the moment. I've done this, I'm not too sure what it's about. I just thought I'd try something different because I can't see it anyway. So, and I've worked out I've got a bit of an insecurity about my hair. Not too sure where it's come from. I think from when I was younger. And so I really want to see my hair. But you think, your hair, the function of hair is obviously to keep the scalp warm and to protect from the sun. We don't really need it to look a certain way. It just needs to be able to function and to work well. And I feel like as a society we miss that connection of actually, the things in our bodies all have functions. Like our skin is meant to be for sweating, protecting us, but it's always about like how everything looks rather than does it work well. So yeah, it's got me thinking about some stuff, and also maybe having to think about my own insecurities. So with my hair, so I'm gonna see how that goes. Just work with that. But yeah, no, today's been okay actually. Not too bad. Say it's just surfaces that I still have to just be careful of. I think that's about it. Yeah. I did actually, now after doing this, I'm interested to see how it looks, because I had actually 2 people say that it looked quite funky. But yeah, I can't do it, so maybe when I look back at these videos later on. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. So I'll do another video tomorrow just to update how it's all going. But yeah, hopefully it's going to be a positive for me and I'll get some goodness out of this, because I feel like I've picked up a habit of just looking at my reflection when I don't really need to, because I used to have a lot of insecurities when I was younger and I've worked through them, and I've just realised that so many times that I'll just find myself looking at my reflection, I think just out of habit. So hopefully doing this, if I can, for 31 days, it will get me out of that habit as well. So that'll be a plus. Yeah, cool. So I'll update sometime tomorrow. Hey Facebook, day 4 at not looking at my reflection challenge. So today's been alright. I woke up this morning and I didn't find that I had to go and look in a mirror. I didn't even go over to where my mirror usually is, so that's progress. And the last few days I usually have a mirror in my hallway, and I haven't looked at the space where the mirror usually is, where I have been doing that, but I don't think I haven't done that today, because I haven't looked at the pin on the wall where the mirror usually is. So again, that's progress. yeah, it's not been too bad today. So yeah, got up, just went and done my normal things. Being outside helps a lot. Like being in nature rather than places where I might see my reflection. So I was in the woods today for a walk and just been sat at friends outside. So I guess that's probably made it a little bit easier as well. I did think I got a little bit sunburnt, and I was thinking, oh, I need to get home and check in the mirror to see my sunburn, but obviously I can't do that. So I just have to come, I came back and put like moisturiser on my face. But things like that, a mirror would come in handy. So I have been thinking that actually there was a few things that a mirror would be handy for. But I've been okay, and people asking again, like, if I want to go out, do I put any like makeup or anything on? And just, yeah, so a little bit of lipstick's quite easy. A bit of eyeshadow if you want to put any on, because you can feel your eyelids. Anything else is kind of out of the question at the moment. But I don't usually put a lot of makeup on anyway, but I don't even know if I will continue to after this. I don't know. And regarding the hair, I still would like to see my hair. But I've managed to do the last few days without seeing my hair, and just doing hairstyles, just whatever at the moment, because I can't see it, so I think, oh well, I'll just put it up like whatever. So yeah, I've managed to do. Hi Facebook, day 5 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Okay, so today, yeah, it's been alright. I woke up, and again, I didn't feel like I went over to the area where my mirror usually is to look at myself when I first wake up in the morning. So that's progress. Was in work today, so I was in the gym, which is difficult. I had a few moments where, again, I just kind of caught me off guard. It's so easy to accidentally catch your reflection. So I had quite a few of those moments like, no. But yeah, no, apart from that, yeah, it was okay. But yeah, it's just accidentally catching my reflection everywhere. But yeah, so the rest of the day's been okay. I'm getting used to areas that I would catch my reflection. So I really have a plan for if I get back to my flat to make sure that I keep my eyes down so I don't pass the cars. My phone, so when I use my phone, I have it tilted slightly away from me now. So usually where I'd have it up and to, because when my screen is like on lock, and it's obviously blank, that I can see my reflection. So now I kind of hold it kind of to the side to swipe it open, and I kind of do, a bit of a jaunty kind of off to the side, kind of checking my phone. So I'm getting used to that. So yeah, there's things around me that I'm getting used to that, I know where the reflection is, and I know that if I stand a certain angle, I'm going to be okay. So yeah, it's adjusting to all those type of things. But yeah, I think it's been okay. So throughout the challenge so far, I'm only on day 5, but it's really got me thinking about, just how in society that it's all just about how you look here. As long as you look all right here, then you're great, you're fine.
and I want people to really realise and think, actually it's how I feel inside. I've been chatting to a few people that and saying to them, obviously when you look after your health, there will be the result will be that your appearance might look a little bit better, because obviously when you clean yourself, if you've got like any marks or anything, you know, you clean yourself, your appearance will probably look a little bit better, and if you've washed your hair or whatever. But I just feel like that we've lost that kind of how we actually feel inside, rather than just looking on the outside and stuff. Still wanting to look at my hair, but I'm still not. I usually spend quite a while like faffing around and messing about with my hair, because usually if I tie it up and something like I think it's out of place, I'll get really stressed out and I have to do it again. So whenever I go out, I probably give myself a good like 10 minutes to sort my hair out. Whereas now, I'm getting myself ready, go to do my hair, and I can't see it. So now I literally just tie it up, and I'm like, well, that's it, and I'm done. So it's making me slightly earlier for things, which is cool as well. I know a lot of my friends will appreciate that. So yeah, that's where I am. Just a little short video today, a little update. I'll still update every day, just see what else goes on. But yeah, doing okay. So it's just still the reflective surfaces, but I'm getting used to where they are, and even when, you know, if I get in a car, just making sure that I obviously don't look at reflection in the windows, and so yeah, just getting used to that. And I guess all the other habits that I've picked up from looking at my reflection a lot, hopefully I'm going to be breaking them. So yeah, should be good. I'll update you guys tomorrow. Hope everyone's well out there in Facebook.
Hi Facebook. This is day 6 of the not looking at my reflection challenge. So I'm a little bit later than I usually do. I have had a couple of drinks, so apologies in advance. I'll try and keep it short, because if I've had a couple of drinks, I'm guessing I could end up talking quite a bit. So I'll try not to do that. So today, I managed to get up without going over to the area where my mirror usually is to check my reflection first thing in the morning. So I guess that's been in progress. Had work today, so I had to work in the gym with lots of mirrors, but I'm starting to, because I have to be a lot more conscious of what I'm doing at the moment, and my surroundings. I'm getting used to, I know where the mirrors are, so I'm making sure that I position myself right when I'm wherever I am. So being aware of places that I'll see my reflection. So yeah, the gym was okay. Sometimes I kind of shield my face so that I don't accidentally catch myself, because it's very easy to do. I've realised, I think I said in yesterday's videos, that I now hold my phone to like an angle when I kind of check messages. So I'll hold it to an angle so I don't accidentally catch my reflection there. So yeah, the gym was okay. I still have times like that I want to see my reflection. Just getting a little bit interested to see my reflection, but I'm not. So I'm still getting on okay with that. So today there was a couple of thoughts in my mind today. So the first one was me thinking about putting makeup on, and I feel like my other senses have had to like step up a little bit, because where I'm not able to see my reflection, I have to kind of, you know, feel my way around. So when I put my hair up this morning, I kind of felt to see if it was all kind of flat. Usually I'm quite critical on myself, I guess, with my hair to make sure there's no bumps or anything. So when I put my hair up, I kind of just have a little feel of my hair to make sure there's nothing kind of out of place. There might still be, there probably is, but that's all part of this. So yeah, no, I done that this morning, and when I put maybe like some lip balm and stuff on, so rather than just looking in the mirror and putting that on, I now have to obviously just feel where my lips are. So again, making sure I'm conscious rather than just looking in the mirror and just doing it quickly. I have to be conscious of that. And if I'm putting any other makeup on, just got to kind of feel my way around my face. And something else I'm going to just mention, and I'll try not to talk on too much about this. So since I've been doing this challenge, when I see people have now started asking me like, oh, how's your challenge going? How are you finding it? Which is really good, because then not only am I obviously answering them and telling them how it's going, it then gets me to question myself and to have a think about it as well. So yeah, I've had a couple of conversations today. One was regarding, now that I've worked out that I've got a bit of an insecurity about my hair, I think I've kind of worked out where it might have come from. Still got, you know, quite a long bit of a month to go, so we'll see what else happens. But yeah, I think I've kind of worked out where that comes from. But also when it comes to like hair, especially for me, and I'm going to say a lot of women, that feeling like that has to be like we're conditioned to have our hair maybe a certain way. And I was having a chat with someone earlier on today about how we feel that we should, you know, have our legs shaved and our armpits shaved, and it's again just down to conditioning, because actually that's, our bodies are designed to have hair to protect us, and but because, you know, we're women, and we should, you know, we're kind of conditioned that we shouldn't have any hair and that we should have it all shaved off. And like I speak to you know, different friends that do shave their hair, and they say, oh well, I like to do it because I like the feel of it, which I feel the same. But again, I guess if I never done it in the first place, I wouldn't know any different, and I'd be like, oh well, it's just natural, and I wouldn't even think about, you know, my legs should be nice and soft, or, you know. So yeah, the hair thing, that's brought in some other conversations as well, to how, so I feel as a woman that I've probably been conditioned to have, you know, do certain things so that it is like acceptable, and it's just strange to kind of think that, and say at the moment it's this challenge, it's I'm strangely enjoying it because it's getting me to think about this type of thing, and it is getting me to have some different conversations with people. Something a little bit different as well. So yeah, that's kind of how today's been. I think that's about it. I'm still like past shop windows today. For some reason I did want to look in the shop window that's not too far away from my place to look at my reflection. I don't know why today I wanted to look at my reflection, but I did, but I didn't, and but I had to tell myself, look at the road, you know, you're cycling, so you should be looking at the road. So I had to tell myself that a little bit more today. Yeah, I think that's been about it. But yes, still going well. See what tomorrow brings. I think that's about it. Anything else I can update tomorrow. Cool. Hi Facebook. Day 7 of the not looking at my reflection challenge. Hi. I'm going to once again apologise. I've been out for a few drinks, so apologies if I talk on too much. I'm going to try and not waffle on too much. So today, day 7, so it's been a week. So I was at work today, so I think it's been okay. So I'm waking up. I'm not going over to the wall where my mirror usually is to look at myself, so it's improving. Which is getting better. Like, and when I'm walking through my hallway, I have a really pretty mirror usually up as well, and I'm not even looking at the blank space anymore. Even when there is places that I can see my reflection, I'm not feeling like I need to look as much, which is also good. So yeah, working today, still difficult because I work in a gym where there's a lot of mirrors, so I just have to make sure I place myself, you know, so that I'm not in view of a mirror. But yeah, been okay today. When I finished work, then getting ready to go out, and it wasn't quite as strange. So when I done this like in day 2, I think it might have been, and it was really hard to get ready without a mirror. I think the one thing that helped me today was I didn't actually give myself a lot of time to get ready because I was having a nap, so I didn't have time to look in the mirror. And I guess I'm starting to accept that I can't look in the mirror at the moment. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna have a shower, wash my hair, but then my hair is just gonna have to do whatever. So that's what I done. And when I was out, so outside, it was fine. I had maybe a couple of moments where I was like, oh, just feeling how my hair felt. So I'm finding that I'm having to use my other senses because I've not been able to use my eyes to look at my reflection. I'm relying on like my hands to like see and to feel how my hair feels when it's tied up, and makeup as well, that I have to like kind of, if I want to put on like a little bit of lipstick or something, I'm feeling like where my lips are to put that on. Not really relying on much other than makeup, which I don't usually wear anyway. So yeah, it was okay tonight. Will say that I've had today, it's been really
really nice. I've been getting more and more people that have been asking me about this challenge that I'm doing, and either giving me like their views on it. And I've had some really, really lovely words, and it's really nice that some people are saying how it's maybe making them maybe think differently or look differently at themselves. So I'm doing this for me, something I decided to do, but it's really nice that I can help other people as well throughout. So that's really cool. And I've had some really nice feedback from people. And also it's been really nice to have some conversations with people. And I think it's funny, I think a lot of the times we all think that these like insecurities or however we feel, we think it's just us. And you get talking to people and realise, oh, hang on, no, a lot of people feel the same. You think it's just you're in it on your own and you're not. But yeah, chatting to people about different views and opinions as well is really interesting. One of my friends said tonight that I should be able to accept my appearance in the mirror, and I do, but the aim of this challenge, I guess, is just to push me to I guess it's probably more of a habit. I think maybe that a lot of it's been a habit, so maybe just to try and break some of the habits that I've seemed to have picked up with looking at my reflection. But yeah, so every day that I'm doing it, and I'll come across people will be asking me about, oh, how's your challenge going? It's really, it's really nice and really interesting and good to hear people's different views on it. So yeah, I find it still really interesting at the moment. Some people think that maybe later down the line I might struggle a bit, possibly. But I mean, I'm doing this for me, and I've already said to friends that, you know, tomorrow if I wake up and decide, you know what, I don't think it's helping me, or I don't think it's a good idea to continue, then I'm just going to stop. So yeah, that's, I think, pretty much the sum up of today. So it's been, yeah, just a lot more interactions with people, talking about it, and so I've got some really nice feedback, and just hearing different views, it gets you to think about things a different way. And like I said, I think there's a lot more people out there than like to admit that, you know, have their own insecurities, and I think we can all usually hide it, obviously, quite well. But yeah, I think that's been about it. Yeah, that's it for tonight. Again, I'll update tomorrow. Hope everyone's all well. Anyone in the UK enjoying the sun? Yeah. Hi Facebook. Day 8 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hello. Okay, so today has been quite an easy day because I've been out pretty much all day, and I've not been around like much places that I can catch my reflection, so actually it's been quite nice today. So far, a lot of the places that I've been to in the past few days, places like, I guess, around more the city, around like the streets and stuff where there's lots of cars, and to be conscious of my reflection all the time. But it was quite nice today that I did go out for some food, but I was sat outside, so that was fine. And then I went round to my brother's house and sat outside, so again, it's been nice that I've not had to be quite switched on, because it's actually been quite tiring to be conscious of not looking at my reflection, or not trying to catch my reflection all the time. So yeah, it's been not too bad today. The one thing I did consider or think about, that if I can get through the whole 31 days, I'm going to probably end up picking up maybe a bit of a habit of then not looking at my reflection, or getting freaked out if I see my reflection, which I need to consider as well. So if I do get through the whole challenge, coming out the other side, I don't want to pick up any of the bad habits. So obviously I'm trying to break my habit of not looking at my reflection, but am I then going to end up picking up a habit of being freaked out about looking at my reflection, because I've been trying not to see my reflection, if that makes sense. So I had that kind of thought today. So again, just going to be wary of that, and I will consider it and will think about it. And I spoke to someone. I went out last night, and a couple of people asked me, you know, maybe like why I'm doing this, and questioned me about the whole challenge. And I did say that if I find that it's going to affect me in a bad way too much and my mental health, I'll just stop doing it, because I'm doing it just for myself. So if I decide that actually it's probably not the best thing to continue, I'm just going to stop. But yeah, so I'm aware of that stuff. I'm just going to keep going for the moment, 'cause I think I'm okay, and hopefully I'll be okay at the end if I can get to the end of 31 days. So yeah, I think that's about it today. I'm becoming more aware of, again, just when I am going out, the areas that I do have to just be a little bit more cautious of. So getting into a car, I'm already like aware, okay, like the reflection of the windows and bits like that, and where I'm sat. So if I'm getting a lift or something, like obviously where the mirrors are in the car, and so that kind of thing I'm being aware of already. Again, I'm getting very much out of the habit of checking or going to the area where my mirror would usually be, to check my reflection when I get up in the morning. So yeah, still would like to see how my hair's looking, but I can't, so you know, that's kind of it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that was all for tonight. Hope everyone's had a lovely day, and I'll update tomorrow. Hey Facebook, day 9 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hello. Okay, so today again it's been quite easy, I guess. I've been out in nature, so not as many reflective surfaces, which is nice. So I'm not having to be consciously like aware all the time. So yeah, yeah, it's not been too bad today. Waking up, I'm again still not finding that I'm going to like look at any of the walls that my mirrors are usually on. Yeah, I'm not, I guess I'm just getting used to just tying my hair up without not having to see it anymore, so just put it up and that's it. I stop and have a moment where I think, oh, usually I need to look in the mirror, and now I'm like, oh, hair's up, let's go.
So yeah, that's cool. I did say to my mum that I feel like have to be very consciously aware of everything at the moment, because obviously with, you know, the current situation, so having to socially distance with people, but then I've got that, and then I'm also like, oh, reflective surfaces. So I'm like, I feel like I need some kind of, you know, barrier around me, and, you know, oh, can't look there, and oh, I need to be away from that person. So very, very more consciously aware of my surroundings, which is, yeah, just like all the time until either I come back to my flat and I'm like, oh, I can relax because I know I've covered all my reflective surfaces, or yeah, again, when I'm in nature, which I'm trying to do, which I love to do anyway, but I'm trying to do a bit more often, just so that I don't have to deal with it. Oh, and I have the last 2 nights, but this morning I only just remembered that I had a dream about seeing my reflection. I don't know whether that's a good thing or bad thing. And the dream, all that I can remember of the dream when I woke up was I was looking in a mirror, and I was looking, and I was like, in my head I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah, it was just funny. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, it's like my subconscious is like it's like the devil and the angel, you know. But I guess I was saying to my mum that your conscious part of your brain is obviously stronger, because when you do things without, you know, things that you're just used to kind of doing, that you kind of do unconsciously, just do it automatically without really thinking and using your brain. So actually, the fact that I'm having to really be on it all the time, I won't be obviously looking in a mirror, or not on purpose anyway. So yeah, the videos probably I was thinking today they'll probably end up getting a little bit shorter, because I don't know how much more I'm going to have to talk about. But I mean, it's just updating for, you know, the process and my findings. So yeah, I think that's been it. Again, just being aware of surfaces, and now when I get to like go to a car, I'm like very aware of like, this is my new thing. So I put my arm up to like protect my face from seeing anything, and like automatically now when I go into a toilet, like anywhere, I automatically think there is going to be mirrors up, so just kind of keep your head down. Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, hope everyone's well out there, and take care, and again, I'll update tomorrow. Hey Facebook, day 10 of not looking at my reflection challenge. So today, luckily I've been out most of the day in nature again, so I'm really enjoying that, because I don't have to be worried about really catching my reflection. Plus, you know, who doesn't love nature? So yeah, that's been really nice. I did go for some food, and even when I have to use the bathroom when I'm out somewhere, again, I expect there to be, you know, a mirror in the bathroom and that kind of stuff, so I'm getting more used to that. Yeah, and then I worked in the gym tonight. I'm getting quite comfortable, and I kind of know the angles that I can stand, so I'm not catching my reflection. I'm getting a lot used to that. Still, there's some areas when I'm having to maybe clean down stuff that I'm putting my hand up just to make sure I don't catch my reflection. So yeah, today's not been too bad. I'm
getting more comfortable with tying my hair up without having a mirror or seeing my reflection, and actually doing it out in public. For some, you know, a lot of people that, or anyone that's watching this, might think that's a bit crazy, like not being able to tie your hair up in front of someone, but that's obviously how deep my insecurity with my hair kind of goes, or how I think that it has to be, my hair has to be perfect. So today I not only I would, the last few days I've been tying my hair up before I leave, so I can kind of, I feel it's okay, and I still might do it a few times. But when I was at work today, I took it down and put it back up, and I would still have that initial thought of, oh my God, I've put my hair up and it's probably not looking right, and it's probably bumps and lumps in my hair, and might be hair sticking out. But then the other part of me is like, oh well, if it is, it is, you know, it's just my hair. So yeah, that's been really interesting. I've especially noticed it today. I guess I've put my hair up a few times. And at the end of my work shift, I literally just scraped it up, bung it up, and for a lot of people, long hair is just the norm, but so I've always looked at my reflection to do stuff like that. So yeah, it's nice not having to worry and stress about it. And that has been nothing with my hair. You know I keep saying every day that I put my hair up, and it's a lot quicker. It's making my day, it's quicker to do my hair because I'm literally tying it up, and then rather than look in the mirror and stressing and oh look at that bit that's out of place, and oh I have to redo it again, and you know, I'm just now putting it up, and I've got to have faith that I've put it up and that it looks okay. So yeah, that's been today. I also had another thought about telling people, I don't know what I think about this thought, I'm just putting it out there, that when you say to people that they look pretty or they look really nice or they're wearing something nice, and again that's proving their outer appearance. I don't know, haven't quite worked on that one yet. It's just something else I was thinking about today. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, cool. I hope everyone's had an awesome day, and I'll update again tomorrow. Hey Facebook, day 11 of the not looking at my reflection challenge. Ooh, hello, hope you can hear me okay. I've had to turn a fan on a little bit more. Okay, so today not been too bad. So I did go food shopping, and I haven't gone down like the freezer aisle in a while, and I kind of forgot about that and had a moment of, oh, my reflection. So I have to remember that one. So that was food shopping, that was fine, that wasn't too bad. What else did I do today? I was out in nature again. Again, that's just always nice that there's not many places you can see your reflection. And then back in the gym and just having to do my normal, you know,
shield my eyes from my reflection. So yeah, no, it's been okay again today. I had a thought when I was brushing my teeth, like I kind of almost wanted to have a look today. I think I'm just getting a bit intrigued now, like not thinking that my face is going to change and not think I'm going to forget my face, but I don't know, just felt like I wanted to. I didn't, but I felt like I wanted to. I also had a thought about, and I haven't really gone any further with the thought, but it's just a thought at the moment. So I've always like complimented people when they maybe look nice, if something they're wearing's nice, the hair's nice. I'll say it to anyone. I will literally say it to people just in the street that I don't know, just because I think it's nice, and I want them to know that they might look nice, but it's kind of just got me thinking a bit that when I'm doing that, is that then pushing the fact that it's what they're wearing is what's important. So that I haven't really got much further with that thought, but I just had that thought today. Like I always try, and I don't try and compliment people, but I will if I think things are nice. But saying, oh, that's nice shoes or whatever, that's, again, it's just the things, isn't it? Unless I have a conversation with someone and actually, oh, you're a nice person. Just a thought, put that out there. If you have any thoughts, if anyone's watching, then yeah, note it down in the comment section. Just an interesting thought I've had. Yeah, that's been, I think, about it today. The one last thing that I did want to do today, so I'm always, even though I do these videos and I've not been looking at my reflection, I still kind of feel my hair before, and I feel like, oh, it feels kind of okay. I don't know whether it is or not, but yeah, so I thought I'm gonna just do this. Yeah, just, there we go. So she's me just, yeah, there we go. No, I'm going for the crazy look. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, hope everyone's well, and again, I'll update tomorrow if I'm still doing it. Hi Facebook, this is day 12 of not looking at my reflection challenge. I'm going to apologise now for the even more shoddy production values. I'm just going to turn around the camera, so hopefully you'll be able to see me and hear me. Hi, so I'm actually outside at the moment. Oh no, stupid phone screen's reflection. Ah! Okay, well, you're going to see me, but I'm not actually going to look. This is weird. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I've just finished work and I'm about to pop round to friends for a couple of drinks. So that's the reason that I'm strangely outside, right next to a road, because I'm just nearly at my friend's house. Yeah, so I thought I'd just quickly do my reflecting now. Today I've been out in nature quite a lot, so yeah, it's not been too hard today. I've been at the gym tonight, so there's obviously my reflection is everywhere.
I have found today that I've started to become more comfortable with just however my hair is, which I guess is good. I'm just putting it up and I'm going. Yeah, not really many other thoughts today. I seem to be okay still. It's me doing this challenge has prompted lots of conversations with people, so it's been really interesting for me and for them. So yeah, sorry that I can't really look at the video today, and I just completely forgot that the back of my phone is reflected. Yeah, hope everyone's well, peace out, and I'll update tomorrow. Thanks, Facebook.
Hey Facebook, day 13 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Okay, day 13. Yeah, it's been alright today. So a bit of success that when I cycled past the shop windows that I passed to get to work, since doing this I have had to actually make an effort not to turn and look, whereas today I didn't even feel like the urge to look, so feels like I'm possibly like breaking a habit there, so that was really good. But yeah, little successes. Rest of the day I felt quite comfortable because I was in my flat all morning, and as I've got all my mirrors and everything covered up or taken down, anything that could be reflective, I feel quite comfortable in my flat. So yeah, the morning was okay. Had a couple of conversations with people at the gym. One older guy that I was chatting to about what I'm doing, and he just said how it was sad that a lot of us these days especially like the younger generation, I guess, we seem to, do worry more about appearance and rather than what's really inside. And he just said it was really sad. And then there's another guy that I was chatting to, which I guess maybe a few people think this, but worrying that the fact that I'm not looking at myself in the mirror, and the reason that I'm not looking at myself, it's not I don't like myself. I'm doing this obviously for a challenge, and well, I got a bit of it insecure with my hair, which I'm working on. But I do like myself and respect myself, and I like myself, so I will look after myself and my health, my fitness. But yeah, I think some people could be worried that where I'm not wanting to look in the mirror. But I mean, after this challenge is finished, I haven't really thought about how I'm going to go back. But I will probably just go back because I'm going to have to. Reflections are very hard not to catch yourself. Hopefully I won't do it as much. Yeah, it's interesting to think about, and since doing this challenge as well, it has been nice to have some conversations with people about it. It just gets you thinking, and
There was actually another guy at the gym that he even said that he has just been thinking about how, you know, he looks at his reflection, and so yeah, it has been really, so far, today day 13, it's been really interesting. And yeah, still hard when I'm in the gym. It is very, very difficult. And some people are looking at me strange because I've got to make sure that I angle myself right when I'm in the gym so that I can't catch my reflection. But yeah, no, apart from that, today's been, yeah, been pretty cool. I don't think there's anything else to update records on. Yeah, I think that's it at the moment. See what the next few days brings. But yeah, seem to be going okay with it. I'm getting more used to, you know, in the mornings. I didn't even think about going to look at my reflection this morning, and it's so much easier when, like, not having to muck around with my hair. Just I put it up, you know, and then it's actually, there was someone I work with, really lovely girl, and she actually said to me, you should when you put your hair up, just always assume it's perfect. And I was like, that's actually quite sweet. So just always think that it's good and that'll be fine, you know. So yeah, it's just a lot quicker to get ready in the morning. Put my hair up. I can't then see my reflection to criticise or to worry. It's just done. So yeah, I'll update again tomorrow, hopefully. Again, just anyone watching, hope you're well and maybe getting something from this. A friend was saying to me maybe I should think about putting this, if I can, up on YouTube or something afterwards, and you know, if you can help someone, that's always good. So yeah. Hey Facebook, day 14 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I've just realised my music is up a little bit loud. Hopefully it's okay. Today I've been in my flat most of the day, so it's been yeah, it's been pretty easy. Went up to work, and so the shop reflections that shop windows that I can catch my reflection in, one of them I wanted to have a look and I had to tell myself not to, and the other few windows I didn't want to, so I don't know whether maybe one of them I usually would catch my reflection. It was strange that one of the shop windows I felt like I had to keep looking forward, and then the other two or three, luckily I didn't have any, so again probably just getting out of a habit there. Again, working in a gym is quite difficult to not see my reflection. I did kind of catch myself once today, but again it was so quick I couldn't really properly see all my features, and I was a little bit far away anyway, so I could just see it was me. Yeah, I think that's been about it today, again because it's been quite a normal routine, so I'm getting used to getting all the areas that I can kind of see. I've just thought, because even so I'm currently using the back camera of my phone so that obviously I can't see myself, so I'm thinking I might change
my foam cover so that it's not mirrored, but luckily I don't really look at it, or I just wear not to look at it, so that's okay. The only other thought I have had today was about makeup. In the last year or two, I probably haven't put a lot of makeup on anyway, but it's making me think that even like when I would go out in the evening to wear makeup, that I don't know whether I will go back to doing that, because I haven't been doing it recently, apart from trying to put a bit of eyeliner on, and maybe like a little bit of lipstick or something. But I'm starting to think that if I'm going without it at the moment, why would I need to go back? And I even had a thought today about not putting my mirror back up in my bedroom, just so that I won't go back into the habit of checking myself all the time, especially when I get up. So I might either put a couple of mirrors back up when I've hopefully finished this challenge, because I guess it's like with every habit, if you tempt yourself with something again, it's easy to fall back into it. So by keeping that temptation away, then I won't hopefully think to do it. So yeah, that's kind of, makeup and mirrors that I'm going to want to put back up in my flat or wherever I'm living, has been kind of my thoughts today. Apart from that, I think it's been it. Again, just when I can, trying to be out in nature, so there's not much chance of me catching my own reflection. People still been asking me, still been chatting to people about it, which is interesting. Gets other people thinking as well. Yeah, I'm still okay through it. My mum did mention to me that, or we were discussing that maybe when I decide to look at myself again in the mirror, maybe for her to be there with me, because it might be a bit strange. But yeah, so I'm day 14, nearly halfway. Woo! Yeah, that's it for tonight. Hope everyone's well, and again, I'll hopefully update tomorrow. Hey Facebook, day 15 at not looking at my reflection challenge. Hello. So I'm practically halfway. Oh, hello. Don't know what happened there. I'm practically halfway through. Woo. Yeah, and I'm doing okay, I think. Today, I haven't really come or been to places where I can see my reflection, so spent a lot of day again in my flat, so it's been quite nice. Although I watched a film and I kind of caught my reflection when the screen on my laptop went black. So I'm like, so I need to make sure if I do watch anything, that I need to angle myself, all these silly little things that I need to do, not to catch my reflection. So yeah, that's been today. Yeah, so I've been in a lot of the days, so it's not been too bad. I've been thinking about again whether I'm going to put like all my mirrors and stuff back up when I stop doing this, and with like makeup and stuff. I was thinking the other day I might end up just putting it all to a charity shop, not that I have a lot,
to be honest, I don't even think the charity shop will take the stuff that I have, but yeah, so maybe just keep like lipstick stuff, like lip balms and stuff. That's another thing I'm having to do, is to like feel my face and stuff more, and actually, obviously because I can't see it, so I feel that I've got like a couple of like spots down here, so I put some cream on that earlier on, but I'm really having to be, you know, kind of use my other senses, I guess, to you know, try and feel how my hair is, and to check anything else on my face, because again, that's another handy thing of having a mirror and seeing your reflection, is if there's any, you know, anything wrong with your face that shouldn't be there, anything that, you know, any scars or cuts or anything like that. So at the moment I'm having to kind of use my hands to feel kind of my face, see if I can feel anything that shouldn't be there. Oh, and I've done my hair today. I tried doing a French plait. No idea how it turns out, to be honest. Even with a mirror, I think it probably still look like this. So, but yeah, I thought, for the fact that I didn't have a mirror, it feels like it's okay. What else? My habits, I think, of looking at my reflection are starting to go. In the mornings, not even going over to the area where my mirror would usually be, it's not even a thought. So that's progress. And again, passing by, like, you know, shop windows is getting less and less. Am I still getting like little temptations? Like, yes, you know, even just starting up this video, and like I could almost see my reflection and like, oh, I could just, and I'm not doing it, but I still kind of, I'm just intrigued now. I'm like, oh, I just want to see, but I'm not. Hopefully I'll get to the end with just a few accidental views of my reflection. So yeah, it's been interesting. Yeah, I think that's again about it for today. Probably not going to be much going on for the next couple of weeks, unless, I don't know, anything else comes out of the woodworks, but yeah, no, I seem to be okay. So I've got another couple of weeks left, just see how it goes. Yeah, no, it's been okay. So I'm back to work tomorrow. So again, I know where the areas that, well, where I would catch my reflection. So I just make sure I adjust myself accordingly. And I do feel less conscious about my hair the last few days anyway. Whereas, you know, at the start of this challenge, I couldn't see what my hair looked like, but I was still worried. And I really did want to see what my hair looked like. And now I'm kind of, you know, I spoke to people and I'm up at the gym and they're almost like, oh, I don't even see the difference. So whatever I was doing before just looks as bad as it is now. So that's cool. Yeah, it's been really interesting so far. The last couple of weeks doing this, I'm glad I'm doing it. It's got me thinking about different things and struck up some conversations with people. So yeah, yeah, that's it. And again, just hope everyone's well. And yeah, I'll update tomorrow. Cool. Hey Facebook, day 16 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hello. So today I've been working, so probably not a lot to tell. Again, in the gym, it's always difficult. Just having to be aware of everything in the gym, and then if you go in the bathroom, there's mirrors everywhere, and even walking up to the gym with the reflection of the windows. I'm kind of looking forward now to it being over so that I can not have to worry so much about seeing my reflection everywhere. It's now starting to get a little, maybe just a little bit annoying. But I'm still keen to try and see it through to the end of the month. Has been very interesting so far, as I've said. So yeah, I hope I'm still going to keep it going. Haven't had no other like big realizations or anything else. Just yeah, just kind of going with it still. Yeah, that's been about it today actually. Again, not finding that I'm going over to where my mirror used to be at all. Not looking like the mirror in the hallway, or trying to look at the mirror in the hallway. Getting in the bathroom, not even thinking about it. You know, brush my teeth. Usually I'll brush my teeth and look in the mirror. Obviously I can't do that, but I'm not even worried about doing that. And obviously like having to wash my face, you know, rather than checking to see that I've got all like the, you know, sleep and bits out of your eye. I'm trying to actually use my hands, and yeah, and that's about it. I still think I'm okay, and it's still interesting and nice to chat to people about it as well. Hearing other people's views and whether they could do it. I've had a few people saying, "Oh, I don't think I could do it," but then I didn't think I could do it, and I'm doing it. So yeah, I'm still glad that I'm doing the challenge, and I will just keep updating till the end of the month if I can, just for my own records as well. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Just a short one. Any thoughts, if anyone watches this, any thoughts or things that will crop up, and put them, you know, message me. I always like to have a think about things from a different perspective, and yeah, anything to do with how we view our appearance. I'm thinking a lot about that recently, so yeah. Alright, well, hope everyone's well as normal, and have a good day, and again, I'll update tomorrow. Hey Facebook, day 17 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Okay, interesting day today. So I've not been feeling too well. And because I haven't been feeling too well, I haven't been too bothered of how I look, which is weird because when you're not well, you probably don't look at your best. So you'd think that you'd worry about it more, but at that point when you're not feeling well, you're just worried about, when you just concerned with feeling better. So I wasn't really too concerned with how awake I was looking or how my hair was looking. I was just more concerned of how I was actually feeling, which is how we should probably be with ourselves anyway. It's focused on how we're feeling. Whereas usually if we're feeling good and okay, then we expect that we should be looking like our absolute best all the time, which again is crazy because, you know, you've got busy lives and stuff, it's not always, but you know, again, you just, that's what you think, that if you're feeling okay, you should be looking, you know, tip top and absolutely perfect. So yeah, that's kind of been today. I've been at work feeling rubbish and I don't know how I've been looking, but yeah, that's not been my concern at all today. Although I did catch a shadow of my hair and was trying to work out what was going on with it, and then I got over it because I was still not feeling good, so it's over that. And it is, and I've also been thinking that it is sad that we have these insecurities about ourselves. The more that I talk to people about, you know, this challenge that I'm doing, and realise that pretty much everyone has insecurities and that we've all got them from somewhere. And it's just sad. Yeah, I think that's been about it today. Again, working in the gym. So I'm now fully aware, like where the mirrors and stuff are. I've managed to make sure I know where I'm standing so that I don't catch myself in reflection. Although it's difficult when people call out to me and I go to turn around and then I have to kind of be rude because I can't actually turn around because then it means I'd be looking at my own reflection. So I have to kind of do like this weird Michael Jackson kind of shuffle to talk to people. Yeah, and then that's been about it. So yeah, just another short one today, but yeah, it's just interesting with the again, how we do have these insecurities about ourselves, or sometimes you don't even realise that you do. So yeah, still going, you know, still interested in that I'm doing this, and I'm going to continue to record my findings, hopefully to the end of the month if I can continue to do it. So I'll update again tomorrow. Again, hope people are all well and happy, and if anyone's watching, just remember to love yourself. Even though you do have insecurities, it's really, really important to love you. Don't worry about all this stuff, just be the person, you know, inside. Cool. Hi Facebook, day 18 of not looking at my reflection challenge. I will just say to begin with, my stupid camera on my phone, for some reason, turned itself around. So as I was just setting it up, I caught part of my reflection, like bottom part of my face. Silly camera. Yeah, so today I've been working again, so in the gym. I did actually catch myself, I must have switched off my brain for a second and went just, you know, just into my unconscious brain and forgot what I was doing for a second. Just caught myself in the mirror, but again, as soon as I caught myself, I quickly turned away. But it just shows how easy it is to catch your reflection when you're not being aware of not catching your reflection. So it's now happened twice today, thanks to my phone. Yeah, so apart from that, rest of the time at work's been fine. A few people have been noticing that I'm kind of, trying to cover my face and stuff. So again, just struck up some conversations, which again, it's been really interesting, just chatting to people about it. And then the rest of the evening I've been outside, so again, not having to worry too much about catching my reflection. I still think I'm doing okay. I'm getting a little bit tired of it now. I just want to be able to see my reflection without freaking out or worrying about seeing my reflection. But hopefully if I can just keep going to the end of the month, I haven't got too much longer to go. Yeah, it's just getting a little bit annoying, but it's okay. It's still interesting. Had people ask or say to me that they don't think they'd be able to do this, and it's got me thinking how I've been able to do this. And I guess it's partly down to, apart from having insecurity about my hair, and also I have a little bit with my teeth. I don't really like my teeth. I'm pretty much, I think, okay. I'm quite secure with the rest of myself, but I guess that comes from me being okay to make a bit of a fool of myself and to be silly and to not really worry about that. Because I was thinking that it's not that I don't care what others think, because even though you think you don't care, we all care a bit. It's evolution in us that we all do care a bit, whether it's something. There's always something that we all care a little bit what others think. We have to. But I guess I'm more prepared to make myself look silly and be a bit of a fool, and actually get to experience my life and try new things and to get the most out of my life rather than being worried or scared about it. Which I saw a video on Facebook just earlier on actually, and that made me think, oh yeah, actually that kind of sums it up for me, that I don't mind I mind, but it happens to me quite often that I'll come across silly or whatever, and oh okay, that's fine. I don't mind that people think I'm silly or a bit weird. I think I probably take it more as a compliment, because it's nicer to be unique. So yeah, I guess that's why I have been able to do this and not look at my reflection and worry so much, because the amount of times that in my life that I'll do things and look a bit silly, and I'm just like, oh okay, that's fine, I don't mind looking silly or a bit different or whatever. if I can get the most out of my life, then yay me. Yeah, I think that's about it today. Don't think I've had anything else to report back on. Yeah, these clips will probably be getting shorter going throughout the month. If I can continue to do to the end of the month. Hope everyone's happy, and I will hopefully update again tomorrow evening. Cool. Hey Facebook, day 19 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hello. Today, yeah, it's been okay. Again, I'm noticing that I'm not even like going to look at areas where I'd usually be able to catch my reflection as much. So in my flat, I've taken down all my mirrors and anything reflective. But before, at the start of the month, I was still looking at, you know, maybe the wall where a mirror used to be. I'm not doing that now at all. And yeah, and even when I'm out and about, again, like shop windows and stuff, yeah, I'm not even phased, not even feeling like I want to kind of look. Although it was very weird today, so I wasn't in the gym, but I helped out a friend to do some bits, to do some work, and because I hadn't really been around anywhere reflective, by the time that I did see a mirror, it was like I just hadn't had the chance to see myself. And when I saw the mirror, it was like, oh yeah, there's a mirror, I'll go and check. And I almost went to go and check my reflection, and then I was like, oh no, that's what I'm not doing at the moment. So whether my conscious part of my brain like switched off for a second and I kind of forgot what I was doing, and I didn't look at myself, but it was just strange that for a moment I saw a mirror and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to go over and check my reflection, and then I was like, oh no, that's what I'm not doing. That was a bit weird. But yeah, no, everything else today has been fine. There's been a couple of times today where, like that mirror, and a couple other times that I, again, could have been easy enough to catch my reflection. But I didn't even feel like I needed to. And again, it's saved me so much more time. Like I've just been out to have some food this evening, and just getting changed, put some clothes on, and just go with it, and just hope that I look alright. I guess I feel like I'm okay and I'm feeling comfortable in my clothes, so that should be really enough. Yeah, hair's just tied back, and again, I just, I had someone ask me the other day, oh, how do you kind of know, when you have a worry about something like your hair or whatever it is? And I'm like, well, now I just kind of do it and just have to go with it. But yeah, it's saving me so much more time, getting ready, not checking my reflection, because I guess also when we do that, it's a chance for us to criticise ourselves or be like, oh, well, that doesn't look right. Whereas now I'm just put stuff on and just, you know, that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm wearing. Anything else today? Yeah, I think it's been quite a short one. I think that's been about it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it being over, just so that I don't have to worry so much about catching my reflection. And I am now thinking, like, when it is over, you know, what mirrors I'm going to bring back. And, you know, I think this challenge has been really, really good, really eye-opening. It's given me a lot of things to consider. And hopefully I've taken some good away from it, but I know myself how easy it is to fall back into habits. I'm very aware of, you know, things that you need to do to keep up good habits and stuff. So if I do go back to looking at my reflection, I'm just have to maybe set some things in place for myself so that I don't go back to doing it too much again, even just by habit, whether it's something I really want to do or whether it's just a habit. So yeah, I've been thinking about that as well. That's about it for today. Again, just everyone just be happy with, you know, who you are. And yeah, I'll update again tomorrow with my findings. Hope everyone's well.
Hi Facebook, day 22 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hello. So today's been okay. It's felt quite normal. I guess I'm getting used to not seeing my reflection. And I think I went to work today, and I guess I now know the routine of keep my head down when I go through the door so I can't catch my reflection in the doors, and I know where I can stand in the gym. And so yeah, today was just quite normal. So I'm getting into a routine of not seeing my reflection now, so I guess when I am finished and I go back to catching my reflection, that's maybe going to be the thing that's going to be a bit strange. But yeah, no, I again seem to be okay. I caught myself once at the gym, but I was quite far away, so I couldn't really see my features properly, so that was okay. And I just turned away really quickly anyway. I think that's been about it today. The evening's been fine. Yeah, that's been about it. Very, yeah, just kind of normal day. Haven't noticed anything really that different. Yeah, that's kind of it for today. Got the next couple of days off, so see what happens. And yeah, hopefully I'll update again tomorrow evening. Quite glad that I haven't got long to go now, so that I can go back to being a little bit more relaxed, you know, when I'm out and about, rather than constantly even just going out for like a little wander and not trying to catch my reflection all the time. Yeah, cool. Just hope everyone's well, and yeah, I'll update again tomorrow evening. Hey Facebook, day 23 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hello. Today's been cool. It's been alright. I I've been mainly in my flat, so it makes it a lot easier because I don't have many reflective surfaces. I've worked out either in my flat or out in nature is easiest, because obviously there's not a lot of reflective surfaces. So yeah, so yeah, today's been fine. I'm realising that I'm getting used to not see my reflection now. I brush my teeth, putting moisturiser on. Usually I'll look at my reflection to deal with that, and I can't at the moment. So yeah, just doing it by obviously feel and touch and everything. Yeah, no, it's been okay today. No kind of no shocks or anything. Yeah, just getting used to not seeing my own reflection. It is going to be strange when I finish this challenge, and see my reflection again. I think I'm getting more comfortable with like not having makeup on and seeming to do my hair. I think for the first couple of weeks I didn't have a choice, but I was still not comfortable, whereas now I think I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with it, so that's cool. Yeah, and that's about it. So I'm still looking forward to finishing the challenge. It's still been good, and again, like chatting to lots of people about it, getting to hear their views, and yeah, it's been really interesting. That's about it for today. I'll update again hopefully tomorrow, and yeah, hope everyone's good, and yeah, that's it. Take care, people. Hey Facebook, day 24 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Woo, not long to go. Today, as the weather's been pretty rubbish, I've been in my flat most of the day, so again, I'm very comfortable in my flat because mirrors and reflective things are covered up or hidden away at the moment. So yeah, I feel quite relaxed in my own flat, which is good. There's still a couple of things that I've not been able to avoid in my flat, but a couple of things like the flush of my toilet and there's something else. I don't know, there's something else that's like mirrored. Oh, my lamp. But yeah, I'm aware of those things, so yeah, it's alright. So yeah, not been too bad. I did go out for a little run, and I forgot that I was going to run past cars, so I had to really make sure that I was kind of, keeping an eye on who's in front of me, but also looking down at the floor and making sure that I was kind of slightly tilted with my head so that I couldn't catch my reflection in the car doors and stuff. But yeah, no, apart from that, it's been okay today. Oh, and I did forget for a second when I ran past a river, and I was looking think I was looking at the ducks, and I was like, oh no, my reflection, forget, in the water. But yeah, no, apart from that, it's been okay today. Because I've been in a lot of today, I did find myself just having a little look through like social media, and I guess at the moment where I'm doing this challenge, I'm more aware of stuff at the moment, and there's no surprise why most of us have insecurities. When you see the amount of things just in the media, I saw one video that I think was promoting like a selfie stick thing, but it's one that you can kind of move it around and it'd keep the phone like really still. And the girl that was advertising it, I don't think I've ever seen anyone look at their phone or like at their reflection in their phone so much in my life in this like 1 minute video. And the person that was videoing her, using her selfie stick to obviously take videos or photos, it was like she wasn't even aware they were there. And it just made me really sad that we're so concerned with how our appearance is. It's such a big thing, and it just, yeah, it does make me really sad. And I'm becoming more comfortable as I'm coming to near the end of this challenge with, I think, my own appearance, which I've not always been throughout life. The last few years I'm a lot more comfortable, but I used to have a lot of insecurities when I was younger. It's obviously just over time that you work through them, or you get over them, and by working on yourself, which I've done, and yeah, I'm a lot more secure. And I guess thanks to especially my mum, I think, for always kind of building me up and stuff, that and I've had this conversation with my brother that we'll both do stuff and be complete idiots, but we're fine about it. And like, I think I was remembering back to when I was at school, and I used to get embarrassed really, really easily. And maybe after all that I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm over it now. So if something happens, I don't seem to get embarrassed anymore. So yeah, like when things happen, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. And I'm a human being, and things happen sometimes, and a lot of times I do really silly things a lot. So I guess I'm now used to me just being a bit stupid and silly and being a bit of an idiot, but I'm totally okay with it. If anything, it's the people around me that get embarrassed. So my brother says the same. So yeah, we both kind of, just okay with being, and if anything, I like being a bit weird, and I'd always prefer to be different. And again, that wasn't always the case, but definitely now it's, I want to be more unique than the same. And it's just sad to see a lot of things I saw today on social media with just about looks, and especially women, like so much makeup things and always covering up and always trying to change, and always, when I saw one of those videos where the girls do all these contouring things, which I have no idea how to do, but most of them, I think
they're all just trying to look the same, and I'm like, why would you want to look the same? Like, surely you'd want to look different and unique, and that's, you know, we are as people, we should just appreciate what we've got.
Hey Facebook, day 25 of not looking at my reflection challenge.
Hello, today, yeah, it's been cool. Went for a swim, so that was fine. I know the procedures and getting up to the swimming pool, keep my head down. And then I went into a little village. There's quite a lot of shop windows, so I have to obviously keep my head down a lot, and I don't know whether people look at me thinking, oh look, she's, you know, got, like, I don't know, worried or something to look up, but it's just easier for me to like look down at the floor rather than, you know, kind of covering my eyes up from not looking at my reflection. Yeah, so I know the procedures there, what I do. It's getting a little bit annoying, the fact that, you know, with current situation, so I'm doing my own challenge and obviously trying to, you know, keep socially distanced from people as well. So I'm like, you know, head down, but then also I need to kind of like look up so that I'm not, you know, gonna knock into someone or something. So I'm like all aware, like conscious of everything at the moment. So yeah, it's difficult when I'm out around people and more reflective surfaces. So it was just a little bit difficult today, just, you know, but no, apart from that, I've been okay. I read something earlier about that our subconscious.
Hey Facebook, day 26 of not looking at my reflection challenge.
Hello, quite looking forward to being finished now. Yeah, today's been okay. Again, been chatting to lots of different people about this challenge that I'm doing, which it's really interesting, and also getting other people to like have a think about stuff as well. Yeah, so it just, yeah, it's interesting. I am glad that I'm doing this. It's an interesting experiment, and yeah, again, it's getting a lot of people kind of talking, discussing stuff as well about, you know, how they maybe see themselves and stuff. I'm looking forward now to being finished with it, just so that I can, you know, walk past places without having to cover my eyes and keep my head down, and, you know, just going into, you know, use a bathroom without freaking out about a mirror being right in front of me and being all awkward with stuff. So yeah, quite looking forward to being finished now, because yeah, it's just now getting like a little bit annoying, having to do it all the time, but I'm nearly done, so yay. But I'm really glad that I've done this challenge. It's been a really interesting experiment. I'm a little bit worried that from now not looking in the mirror, and breaking maybe some other habits that I've had, like especially like looking in the mirror like first thing in the morning, and checking my reflection like in shop windows and stuff. I'm probably going to pick up a habit of like freaking out now when I see my reflection, or thinking that I'm going to have to do this every time I walk up to a reflective door or something. So, but yeah, well, we'll just have to see. And it will probably just be like that to begin with, and then I'll hopefully, when I go back to see my reflection, just hopefully there'll be some good that's kind of come out of it. That I think I've got more comfortable now with, not worrying so much about my hair, and kind of what I'm, dressed like, I guess. Kind of just have to, if I'm going out, look down and just, okay, that's what I'm wearing, that's what I'm going with. So maybe not being quite so self-conscious of that. Not that I was hugely, but Hey Facebook, day 27 of not looking at my reflection challenge. So today, it's been a little bit difficult because I've been to a few places that I've been able to catch my reflection. Work, I'm getting used to work, so that's not too bad. Then I went to the supermarket, and sneakily they are putting some mirrors, or I came across some mirrors in, I was actually in the food section, on some of like the side, kind of like side of the walls and stuff. I don't know whether they're trying to do it to, I don't know, make the supermarket look bigger or something, but it's really inconvenient because I wasn't expecting it. Like, I realise now that frozen section there'll be doors that I can catch my reflection, but I was being quite relaxed, and then I was kind of caught off guard and like, Dad. So that wasn't the easiest. And when I was trying to run to get to the car, and usually I can kind of keep my head down, but when it was raining earlier and I was trying to run and kind of like look out for other cars and trying to look out for my car, and having to like look up and like again just I couldn't really see myself, but I could kind of just about see my reflection. So it was a little bit harder today, but I'm obviously if I do catch myself, literally like I'll catch it so quickly that I don't really get to see my features and stuff, so I can just about recognise it's me, but I don't really get to properly look at myself. So but yeah, so it's been a little bit more difficult today. And I was thinking that if I was like maybe on an island or something where there was no chance of seeing my reflection at all, not even accidentally catching it throughout a month, I might be in a little bit of a different position, or I might be feeling slightly, I might be feeling different and reacting to this different, and it might have been affecting me a hell of a lot more. But where I guess I live in a city, and it is very hard to not catch surfaces, and just whether it's at the gym, I'll be cleaning something, and then all of a sudden like I can just see my arm in the reflection, or part of my foot or something. Even if it's not my face, I can still see parts of my body. And I was doing some reading online, and it said that actually seeing your reflection is important to keep you grounded. I don't know how often it says to actually see your reflection, but it does say that part of seeing your reflection is important to keep you grounded. So I guess the fact that I have accidentally caught myself a few times throughout this challenge, I guess has probably kept me in a little bit more of a better mental state than I possibly could have been. I think if I was living, out in the sticks somewhere, and really like not seeing my reflection or anywhere that I could really catch my reflection at all, this challenge probably would have been a lot harder, a hell of a lot harder. So yeah, but yeah, I'm still looking forward to coming to an end and to see my reflection. I think it still will be a little bit of a surprise, after not really seeing myself and my face for a month. And yeah, I'm proud of myself that I've managed to kind of get to where I am. I've only got a few days left, and yeah, so yeah, that's been about it. Still being, making me think about, how to view people, and I know it's important to kind of judge people when you see them, because you pick up vibes and stuff, I guess, and judging is important to life on some levels, but I think we judge far too much, far too easily these days by people's appearance, and even though I try not to, I think it's kind of bred in us, I guess, like, I guess it's something I've probably picked up over the years. Since doing this challenge, it's made me think a lot differently, even though I'm not a person to judge, or try and, not to judge people by looks and stuff. So yeah, yeah, that's about it. I will hopefully update again tomorrow evening. Again, just everyone keep smiling out there, and remember that, all this stuff is just, it's nothing really. That's just kind of, this is these body things that we live in, but it doesn't really make you, yeah.
Hi Facebook, day 28 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hi, slightly different setting tonight. I'm away from my flat, so so yeah, today has been okay. I worked in the gym, and now I'm just getting used to where I can kind of stand in the gym so I'm not catching my reflection. That's gonna be really strange again when I can go back to doing that, because catch yourself a lot. But yeah, no, I'm kind of like okay now, and know where I have to position myself. So yeah, gym's kind of okay now. The rest of the day not been too bad. Yeah, I'm staying in a caravan at the moment, and so I've had to cover up with mirrors, just so it's a little bit easier, so I don't feel as tense, because obviously being in the gym I can't cover up the mirrors, so I'm always kind of a little bit tense and a little bit,
cautious of obviously where I can go, and even in my staff room at work, we have a mirror, and I've covered that up. So yeah, just makes my living area a little bit easier and a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, again, I'm still just looking forward to come to the end of this challenge now, cause so it's quite exhausting to make sure that I'm not catching my reflection. Chatting to again a few more people about it today, and have had a few strange looks when I'm kind of covering my head to walk towards things, and I did catch myself once today. I think I just, for a second, I must have switched off. It just shows how easy it is to do. Like I said, I think living in the city is very hard. If I was out in the countryside all the time, I don't think it'd be so much of a problem. So yeah, only a couple of days left. It's going to be really interesting to see my face and see my actual features again. And I'm just going to have a little think about, what mirrors and stuff I'm going to bring back. There's obviously still a lot of surfaces that I will see my reflection, but hopefully it won't be something that I'm going to be so worried and concerned about anymore. Not that I was hugely concerned, but I probably still did look in the mirror quite a bit, just to check that I haven't got hair out of place and stuff, whereas now I can kind of feel it, my hair, and occasionally if I see like my shadow and I can see some hair going a bit crazy, I can kind of do something about it. But yeah, I think that's been about it today. Yeah, I've got tomorrow down here as well. I'll be around nature all tomorrow hopefully, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, so hopefully I'll update again tomorrow evening. Hope everyone's good and stuff, and yeah, hopefully update tomorrow. Thanks. Hope everyone's happy. Hey Facebook, day 29 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hey ya. Oh, poo. So yeah, today it's been alright. It's been really nice. Just I'm getting more used to not worrying so much. Not that I worried a huge amount. I guess in the last year or two I'm starting to get more comfortable, and I guess as you get older you start to accept yourself more. But yeah, it's been really nice with like my hair. I think that's the one that I've had the most insecurities with, and I'm just getting more comfortable with I don't know, whatever's going on with my hair at the moment. Whereas before, whenever I had the chance to look at my reflection for my hair, that would probably be my main concern. I think it always has been, because I've picked up that insecurity probably since
chatting to my mum about this, and I think since I was at school, and I've chatted to a couple of friends that have all also made me realise that, like back at school, kind of secondary school, that whether I'm going out wherever, that I would be very like, oh, I've got to check my hair and I've got to get my hair perfect before going out, even just going up to the shop or whatever. And I've always had a real big thing about my hair. But yeah, so in the last couple of years I've become more relaxed with it, but I guess with the whole of my appearance, but my hair's still been a big one. And yeah, the fact that I can't, the last couple of days I have wanted to have a look now, so it shows that them insecurities are still probably there a bit. It's going to probably take a little bit longer than a month to get over it, but I think I'm doing so much better than ever used to. And I'm obviously going to, I think, or hopefully feel a lot more comfortable, and I just hope feeling comfortable kind of continues, and that when I, go back to see my reflection, that I don't end up picking up them tendencies again. So yeah, it's just been nice to not have to worry about it so much. I don't need to. I guess I know I've just been doing that myself. So now that I can't look in the mirror at the moment, I'll just get ready and go. Like, can't see what my hair's like, so that's the way it's going to go. And I guess I've not had anyone saying about, oh God, your hair looks terrible or anything like that. And it's just, it is strange to, before that I used to worry so much, but I've not had anyone say, oh, your hair looks different, or oh, it doesn't look like you've put any effort in, or anything like that. So now it makes me think back to all those times before that I was always worried and concerned about it. I'm like, why did I go through all that? That was pointless. So yeah, no, today's been alright. Again, been out in nature quite a lot today. So not really been around anywhere to really see my reflection. Did go through a small village where there was some shop windows, but again, I kind of picked up the procedures now and know that, I need to make sure I don't, kind of look towards the places where my reflection. But yeah, it's going to be probably for the first week or two. I bet I'm going to, walk past a shop window and freak out about seeing my reflection, then before realising, oh yeah, no, I'm not doing that anymore, that's fine. So yeah, no, it's been okay today. I'm nearly at the end, and I'm quite looking forward to it now. So just today and yesterday, I have felt that I'm almost like, I just want to kind of see. I'm just quite intrigued now. But yeah, no, I've been alright. It's just interesting to think about it, and when I've been chatting to people, it gets them to think about how much maybe they'll look at their reflection, or again, how hard it actually is in modern life not to see your reflection, which probably doesn't help with, a lot of people with our, these days, with all insecurities that people do have, the fact that, especially if you live in a city, without, having all advertisement and everything telling you how you should look a certain way, and then you're always seeing your reflection. It's always been reminded, always. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, been alright today. And again, I'll update tomorrow, and then one more day left. Woo! Hope everyone's all healthy and happy, and yeah, I'll update tomorrow. Cool.
smiling, people.
Hey Facebook, day 30 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hello. Yeah, today has been a little bit hard because I was driving today and I had to get in and out of a car a few times, and it's really difficult when the car is very reflective. I thought it was going to be hard driving with mirrors, but as long as the mirrors are, you know, on the road and the areas around your car, that's fine. Just got to be a little bit more aware that I'm not catching my my eyes or anything. But yeah, getting in and out the car is quite hard because of all the windows. But I don't know if I mentioned before that I kind of come up with a technique of like closing one eye, like the eye nearest the car. But it was still, yeah, quite difficult today. And I don't know why. There's a few other surfaces that I caught my reflection. I went into a toilet in a cafe, and as soon as I opened the door there was a mirror there, and I was like, oh, I quickly turned around, and then there was another mirror on the other wall, and obviously just turn away really quickly. But yeah, just made me think like it is really hard to, I've realised it throughout this challenge anyway, but it is really hard not to see your reflection just in everyday life, and we wonder why we worry so much about our appearance and ourselves. It's because we, unless you're living out in the sticks somewhere and you don't really go to any cafes or restaurants or anything, you see your reflection a lot. There's a lot of chances to critique yourself. So yeah, today's just been a day where there's been a few times where I've caught my reflection, but as soon as I do, I quickly turn away. It's not like I'm tempted to look. I just like see myself, I recognise myself, and then just turn away. But yeah, no, apart from that, I'm all good, and I've got one more day to go. Yay. I was just having a little look online about a couple of other people that have done like a similar challenge. One lady, I haven't seen if she's put any other videos up, but she's actually doing a study over a whole year of trying not to look in the mirror, and similar thing to me. So I'm not looking in mirrors, and I also haven't seen like any photos of myself. I've maybe seen one photo, again by one or two by accident, but I said to myself that I wouldn't like see photos, which a lot of people have said to me, oh well, yeah, but that's not your true reflection. But the idea is that I decided I didn't want to see any pictures of myself for the past month either. So yeah, and this other lady that's doing the challenge for a year, the video that she put on YouTube, she was up to date like 150 something, and she was just saying how it is very hard, and she realised how many reflective surfaces there are, and I've realised that myself over this challenge as well. Say shop windows. The last couple of days I've been walking through like little villages, and just even walking past shop windows, just to have a look in the windows and maybe the displays. I can't even do that. And if I've gone somewhere to get some food,
again, like even approaching, you know, windows or something, it's very, very hard. And obviously with, you know, what's going on at the moment, you know, trying to be wary and social distance as well as not seeing your reflection. It's got both of those things, you know, in my mind at the moment. And then there was another video that I had a little look about a group of students that were doing it over a week, not looking at their reflection. And they said that they'd done some research, and apparently in the UK, the average woman looks in a mirror over a year for a full 5 days. That's obviously over a whole year, so a whole 5 days of looking in a mirror is quite a lot. So yeah, and a lot of them were just again saying how quickly they got themselves ready, and obviously not seeing your reflection, less chance to judge and pick flaws about yourself, and then seeing them sort of reveal and see their appearance even after a week, they were got a little bit of a shock, or you know, just a little bit different. So yeah, it's going to be interesting tomorrow to finally see my reflection, and going back to seeing my reflection just, you know, normally. It's going to probably be weird, and I probably for the first week or so won't get used to it. It's just going to take a little while. So yeah, that's pretty much been today. One more day, and then I can kind of, you know, go back to being a little bit more relaxed. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and there's a few things that I'm already thinking, you know, I might not have a mirror in my bedroom anymore, and hopefully it will just, you know, make me a little bit more less judgy of myself, especially my hair, hopefully, 'cause that's the thing that I've always had a bit of a insecurity about, my hair. And for the past month I've not really been able to see it. I've actually been okay in the amount of people that didn't even know I was maybe doing the challenge, and then I tell them and they've said that my hair doesn't look any different anyway. So, you know, well, that time that I spent faffing doing my hair, wasn't any point. So yeah, all the time that I'm stressing about it, no one else really cares, so it's just funny. Anyway, yeah, sorry, that was a bit of a long one today. One more day, so I'll do my final update tomorrow evening. Hope everyone's all keeping well and happy, and I know it's corny, but love yourself. Not for this, just who you are. Yeah, cool. All right, tomorrow evening. Keep smiling. Hey Facebook, day 31 of not looking at my reflection challenge. Hello, I'm a little bit earlier tonight because I've invited my mum round for me to actually see my reflection tonight. I'm recording this so that I've got a record for myself, and so I can look back and see my reaction when I see my reflection. In a few minutes I'm going to ask my mum to, she's got a mirror, and quite a full length one, and she's gonna turn it around so I can finally see my reflection after a month. I'm actually a little bit nervous. I don't know why. It's a bit silly. I think I've had lots of thoughts the last few days about how I'm going to feel looking at my reflection. Today, my last day has been all right. There's been a couple of times in like very, very small objects where I've seen my reflection. I've been mainly out in nature today, so again it's been quite an easy day. But like going into a bathroom and forgetting and catching my reflection in a tap, and when I had a shower this morning, for a second I looked up and in the shower head, and all those little things that you kind of forget about. I guess today I've just been looking forward to, just thinking about, this kind of challenge coming to an end. It's kind of crazy to think that I've done a whole month of it. It has actually gone by really, really quick. I remember at the start thinking, oh God, this is going to be a really, really long time, but it really has actually flown by. It's been a really interesting experiment. At the start, it was definitely a lot harder. And getting used to all the places that I can catch my reflection. I've slowly got used to it. But I have had to be very conscious of catching not catching my reflection, because it's just made me realise how many surfaces in this modern world are reflective. Like my phone's always been a very, very hard one. If like for a second I kind of forget and pick my phone up and it's on the black screen, you can see your reflection straight away. So the whole month that I've a few times caught my reflection, it's always been by accident. But yeah, it has been very, very hard. I think I've got quite a lot out of it. I've spoke to some people and had lots of conversations about kind of appearance insecurities. I've obviously worked out that I have a bit of an insecurity about my hair, which I think I feel better about now, and I hopefully going forward I'll be more comfortable with not worrying so much about my hair after I've done a month without being able to see what it looks like. So in that way it's been very very interesting to do this. And so it's I've had quite a few people message me like privately as well, saying how they've found it really interesting, and it's made they maybe think about themselves, and it's been actually, I've had some really nice comments as well about the fact that I decided to do this, and I think I've had a lot of people in my life thinking that I've always maybe had this confidence, but I've not always had the confidence. When I was younger, I did have a lot of insecurities, and so it's only been over time that I've worked through them. It's been a really interesting experiment. I'm really glad that I've done it. Going forward, I don't know whether I'm going to put my mirror back up in my bedroom. I've put some cloths and stuff over other mirrors, so I probably will end up taking them down, especially in the bathroom. Just makes life a little bit easier. But hopefully I've picked up some better habits, so by, you know, when I go out, hopefully not having to check myself in like shop windows, and yeah, hopefully just using the mirror to see my reflection when I really need to, because, you know, it is still important to be able to check your reflection for, you know, possible scars or I can't even say it anything abnormal to your face, or anything that maybe shouldn't be there. Yeah, so that's, yeah, I think that's been about it, and I'm proud of myself that I've done the whole month. I think when I first decided that I was going to do a month, I didn't really think about how hard it was going to be. But yeah, it's been really interesting to say. I'm glad that I've done it. And I don't know why I am a little bit nervous. I don't know how I'm going to react to seeing my reflection. So my mum is actually here with me, because it might be a little bit overwhelming. And so I'm really feeling a little bit nervous, which is really silly. So the last couple of days, I've wanted to see my reflection again, but I've also been thinking, I don't know if I do want to. I think maybe just because now I'm getting into a habit of not seeing myself, so it's just going to be, yeah, I might be okay, but yeah, so I've decided to ask my mum to pop over, just because it might be a bit overwhelming for me. Okay, so Mum, you can...
Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Oh, over a little bit. Watch the camera. Turn it around a little bit. You come over a little bit so I can. My face looks quite tanned. I don't know if that's just... God, it's really weird to see myself again. That's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Oh, I did manage to put on some, I tried to put a little bit of eyeliner on today, and I didn't know if it kind of went on. Obviously a month of trying to put eyeliner on without a mirror, it has kind of worked. Okay. Gosh, it's still really weird to see myself. Really weird.
Really?
Really strange. Because it's been a whole month now, I'm like,
I want to look
I
at
want
myself.
to. It's a little bit overwhelming.
I'm getting a bit emotional, aren't you?
It's just really weird. Okay, I'm cool. That's really it's just weird. Because it's been such a long time. Okay, that's it. That's my challenge done with. I guess I'm gonna take all my cloths off of my mirrors, and so I might put back up my other mirrors. But it is going to be strange, I think, for the next couple of weeks. Just going back to being okay with seeing my reflection after not seeing it for so long. So if anyone watching this sees me around and, you know, still, you know, sees me freaking out if I see my reflection, you'll know why. I might still possibly do like my own recording just to record of how I feel since looking back at my reflection. Now I'm looking back at it again. Yeah, no, it's been really interesting. And anyone watching this, I hope you found it interesting, and it might have maybe changed maybe the way that you feel about yourself. And one of the reasons I think this experiment first came into my head was because I work in a gym. I see a lot of people really get down about their appearance, and I do feel these days that appearance does seem to be the be all and end all, not with everyone, but it does seem to be a really big thing, and I just wish that it wasn't as much. And saying it's really sad, especially when I see a lot of youngsters come into the gym and how they really do hate themselves, and I see a lot of people that wear so much makeup and whatever they can to cover themselves up, and it is upsetting to see. It is really sad to see. I don't think, I mean, I do like to wear eyeliner, but apart from that, I've started wearing less and less makeup myself. I'll probably try not continue wearing any, to be honest, because I haven't really been wearing it for the last month anyway. But yeah, so hopefully out of this might inspire others to, and as well as myself, to be happy with what you've got and what makes you you, rather than just all this stuff. Yeah, just be happy with you, and for anyone watching, thank you very much. Smile and be happy. Hey Facebook, this is not looking at my reflection challenge 1 month back, looking at my reflection. Hello, so this is my reflection of my reflecting challenge. I decided that I wanted to do one last video to kind of wrap up my challenge that I done last month. So last month I done a whole month without looking at my reflection, and then I've had a whole month of now looking back at my reflection. So I thought I'd just do one last video just to see how, looking back at my reflection and just seeing how things have changed, and then I can put it all together for like my own records and hopefully share and see if anyone else can get anything out of it. So yeah, looking back now for the last month, I've only put a mirror back in my bedroom for about a week and a half now. So all my other mirrors have been on show, so I took down all the cloths from, so I had a mirror in my bathroom, but again, I'm not really paying much attention. Like, I think I used to look in the mirror at myself when like doing my teeth and stuff. I'm not really doing that anymore. I do have, like I said, a mirror. I've now put it back in my bedroom. So for the first few weeks I didn't, and then I guess that I wanted to try out a couple of different outfits, and I got curious, so I wanted to kind of see how it all looked, my clothes looked, which again probably wasn't that important, but I just wanted to see how things kind of went together. So I decided I was going to bring a mirror back. Also, I think I came across a few times when like I had maybe something in my eye, or I wanted to check my skin for, I think I scratched myself. So things like that, having a mirror is quite handy. So I did decide to put a mirror back in my bedroom. But there was a couple others that I decided to leave. Working, so in the gym, now I've been able to see my reflection. I do catch myself, but I'll catch myself for a second and that'll be it. And I think for that month where I wasn't looking at my reflection, I think I've kind of got used to trying not to catch my reflection. So I'm not doing it as much. When I go past shop windows, I still occasionally get the temptation to look, and I think why? I think it's just become a habit. So I'm not looking, or I'm not noticing that I'm going to or trying to look at my reflection as much, but sometimes I still do, but I'm conscious of the fact that I try to look and then I don't, and I just say to myself, look, it's okay, you don't need to, and you don't need to worry. So yeah, I think there's a lot of times where it's just habit that you pick up so easy to pick up some bad habits, and that's what it came down to. Once, when I was younger, I had a lot of insecurities. I'm not saying that I've got rid of them all, but obviously when I had insecurities when I was younger, and then I picked up that whole thing of checking myself all the time, checking my reflection all the time, habits like that, they're going to stick until you notice them, until you change them. So yeah, it's taken a while for me to change them, and I'm getting there. So yeah, I'm not doing it as much. And my hair, that is a big one for me that's changed. Throughout doing the challenge, I realised I had quite an insecurity with my hair, that I really wanted to check how my hair was, and I must say I'm a lot more relaxed about it. Not 100%, but so much more than I was before. Doesn't worry me as much. I was actually telling a friend that I felt really uncomfortable to tie my hair up without seeing my reflection, so I would only tie it up as long as I could see myself, to see how my hair looked, afterwards. But yeah, it doesn't worry me as much anymore, so that's hopefully a good thing that I've got out of the the whole not looking at myself for a month reflection thing. So yeah, it's been a really interesting experiment. So it's been a month back now. It's hard in modern life, especially when you live in a city, not to catch your reflection quite a lot, but I've been a lot more conscious of it still. I guess it's still early days, but yeah, I'm still being conscious of it. And it's got me into a lot of interesting conversations with other people that have maybe either realised some insecurities, or have, it's made them think about themselves differently as well. And the whole, wearing makeup thing, I wear a lot less makeup than I used to. Not that I've ever worn lots of makeup, but even before doing this challenge, I didn't weigh a huge amount, but I'm trying to weigh even less now because, you know, why do we cover ourselves up? What's the point? You know, you're you and you should be happy with being you. Although I'm still trying to work out, you know, the line between wearing makeup to cover yourself up, but then wearing makeup as a kind of like almost costume type for fun, rather than feeling like you're having to do it to cover up and, you know, to not be you. So that's still interesting to think about, and I still will kind of think about, you know, our appearance and how we see ourselves and stuff. So no, it has been a really, really interesting experiment. I'm really glad I've done it. And yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, the last month now, looking back at my reflection, and I'm not having to freak out now every time I catch my reflection, although I still did for the first few days. I would freak out and be like, oh no, it's okay, I'm allowed to look at my reflection now. So that was quite funny to begin with, but yeah, so I'm quite comfortable now, and it's made me think about a few things, and hopefully, you know, manage to change some of those habits that I managed to pick up. So I'm really happy, really glad that I've done it, and I'd recommend anyone to try something like that, maybe just even for a week, just to see how it changes your perspective and, you know, make you realise what is really important, that actually, you know, all this stuff, it doesn't matter. It's important to obviously look after your health and fitness, and by, you know, seeing your reflection to make sure that your skin's actually looks healthy and that there's no scars or anything worrying that you should, you know, worry about. Yeah, that's important, but, you know, having to cover up and wear lots of makeup and not to be you and not to be unique, you know, shouldn't worry. You really shouldn't. There's a lot more important things. Yeah. Anyway, I hope anyone that's watched this and you know, the whole experiment that I done has enjoyed it. So I learned something from it, and yeah, just remember that, you know, you're all beautiful out there, inside and out. Cool. Stay beautiful.